Hi everyone, welcome back to TS Talks. If you haven't already done so, make sure you go hit that subscribe button now. Now in this one, I'm talking about the coronavirus. Now, this is a very big topic which is, going around everywhere. If you haven't heard about it as of yet, you must have been living under some sort of rock. Coronavirus really, for the majority parts of this year so far, from later on in January, when it was, first spoken about in China, and they had some very serious cases there. It spread from China, and you've had at present it's very serious in Italy, where things are in lockdown, and there's a lot of serious cases happening there, and of course now there's a lot more cases occurring in the UK, and like I've said, if anything is to cause just one death, is very serious. But at the same time, there's a lot of news articles and stuff, which in my opinion, what they're doing is scaremongering. Like, from last weekend or so, like I know it's like things like toilet roll. People are panic buying in case we have to go into lockdown. And you know what? I think at the end of the day, if, things that we need to go into lockdown and stuff at a certain point in time, cool. In my personal opinion, I don't think it's something that they would just do just off to say so, like, okay, we're going into lockdown as of, 10 o'clock today, sort of thing. Like, there'll probably be a notice of it saying, okay, we're going to go in lockdown as of from this day. Maybe you give you a 24 hours notice or something, and, it goes from there. But, people have been, bulk buying, stocking up. I've seen things now where there's like elderly people now that's trying to go to the shops to go get stuff. They can't get it. Things like hand sanitizer. Although, truth be told, it's going to help with some things, but it's not, the main pure be-all and end-all in this situation. People can't get that. Things like rice, your pastas, all these things have sold out. And, all these companies that seem to have all this stock, in their warehouses up and down the country, all gone. But yeah, I think, like I've said, it's a very serious situation. Obviously, it's a new thing at the moment. Many people don't know how of course it can be treated. Obviously, there's measures on how it can be contained and stuff. But at the same time, I just think that, the media just do a lot of scaremongering, which isn't right. Now, in one particular hospital, there was a news article earlier this week that one of the doctors have it, and, the news instantly put the thing is, oh, this doctor could have infected over 400 patients and staff members. But in that particular hospital, it was just the one staff member who had tested positive. They tested people that had been in contact with this particular doctor, and, none of them had tested positive. Yet, instantly, the news article states, oh, this one person could have spread the disease to, over 400 people, which obviously, it panics you. But they don't spread the article the day later or 2 days later to say, actually, anyone that's been in contact with this person since they've come back from this holiday in northern Italy, etc. They don't say, oh, they're all fine, but they're glad to put out crazy numbers to state that, oh, actually, this amount of people could have contracted this virus. So yeah, in my opinion, the media's there to do what they do. As my big brother always says, a lot of things is down to stuff like politics. I see Boris Johnson, basically saying that, well, people are going to lose their loved ones before their time and whatnot. And at the end of the day, I'm not really bothered about what Boris has to say. Do I have any faith in the guy? No, I didn't vote for him. I know a lot of people that don't have much faith in the guy didn't vote for him. There's some people that voted for him that are all wondering now what they're going to do. Obviously, most hospitals now, if appointments are not necessary, they're being locked off. GPs, you can't even go see a GP. It's a telephone conversation. And, it just is what it is. But at the same time, I think certain people in the news, certain people in the media, they need to be held accountable for the stories they're putting out there, because, you know, it's intentionally putting people with a negative mind frame and, you know, scaring them and panicking them in the mind, whereas it's not necessarily needed to be the case. But, you know, that's just me giving my thoughts in it. Obviously, I'd be grateful to hear your thoughts in it in the comment section below. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you go hit that subscribe button now, and I'll catch you next time.